Hey guys, today we're doing our Microsoft Surface for Windows RT video review, and here we have the Microsoft Surface. This is the only one available at this time. Soon will be available the Pro version for much more expensive starting price, but it comes with an Intel Core processor, whereas this one comes with an NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and basically the same specs that you're going to find on almost all Windows RT tablets today. Now CES is just around the corner, things might start changing then. So here's the front of it. There's not much. There is this camera up here and ambient light sensor, I'm pretty sure, and then you have this Windows key right here that is touch sensitive. There's no actual button there, and there's nothing else on the front. So on the right side we have, let me get those in focus. Okay, we have a speaker right here. Oh, they're out of focus again. There we go. A speaker, a video out port that needs an adapter to connect to HDMI or AV cables. Each of those are like $40, and a USB 2.0 port, which is a huge advantage over any other tablet, that it has a USB port right here, which is really nice for peripherals, for storage, for anything. And then down on the bottom here we have a proprietary Microsoft made connector, sort of like the MagSafes on Macs, but in my opinion very difficult to connect because of this tilted edge here, as you can see. It makes it connecting very hard, but it is kind of nice. You don't have to stick something in all the way. And then on the bottom, nothing except for these magnets right here that connect to the touch cover and two holes that connect to that, which we will get to in just a minute. But let's continue the tour of the device. There's another speaker right here, which is kind of nice that this has side speakers and not back speakers, which can be very bothersome if you have it down on a table. A 3.5mm headphone jack, and volume up and down keys. And up on the top here, there's not much except for two speakers here and here. I'm not sure if you can even see them, but they're very small. And the on-off switch, see, on-off, that just locks the screen. So then the only thing we have on the back is the camera here and the infamous kickstand, which allows you to set it on a table just like that. Only one angle, no adjustability, but it's pretty nice. Usually you can get it in set for that angle. So then one more thing about the hardware is you can get another $120 what Microsoft calls the touch cover or the type cover. I don't have the type cover, I just have the touch one, and it snaps in just like that. Very, very strong magnets. You can hold it by it, just the cover, and it's easy enough just to pop it right back off and then snap it on again. Overall, this is a really solid tablet. It's one of the best I've ever felt. Up there with the iPad, definitely beats many Android tablets. It's all metal build except for the antennas up top here, but I'm not going to complain since it gets amazing Wi-Fi reception. It has dual Wi-Fi antennas. And overall it's a great tablet. It's extremely thin, although it doesn't feel quite so thin with these flat edges as opposed to tapered edges on the Asus VivoTab RT or the iPad. But overall, it's a great build tablet. It's very easy to hold. Great screen. So let's get into actually using it. So the Surface here is running Windows RT, which is opposed to Windows 8. And it's a smooth operating system, and the difference, there's multiple smaller differences between this and Windows 8, but the biggest difference is you cannot run desktop apps on here. So I don't have an example right now. The only apps you can run are basically these ones right down here: Microsoft Office 2013, Internet Explorer, and the File Explorer. But those are all Microsoft made apps. Anything else cannot be run. You get a message that says your software does not allow this to be run. Basically, it does not run .exe files. But what it can run is all of these new Windows 8 apps from the Windows Store. And basically, they're all tablet optimized apps. There's not many yet, but there's more and more every day. And there are lots of options. Although I would say if you want to really play games and do a lot of media, I would definitely say go with an Android tablet or an iOS tablet or the iPad. But if you want productivity, Windows RT is the way to go. It comes with Microsoft Office bundled, and once again you can get this keyboard right here, get a Word document out, and just start typing. So which brings me into my next thing, to see the actual typing performance on here. It's interesting. You really have to get used to it, but I'll do a generic thing: quick, brown, fox, I don't think that's how it goes, jumped over the lazy dog. So I mean, it's not terrible. You see I had a mistake there, a big one, instead of jumped. But if you get used to it, it's really nice, and it's good portability. It's all comes in a nice thin cover, which is really useful. And I think that's where Windows RT shines. So if you really want something that is portable, nice and easy to carry like this, with a kickstand and a keyboard, the Microsoft Surface for Windows RT is the way to go. Starting at $500 for the 32 gigabyte version, which only comes with really about 16 gigabytes of usable storage. Even less. I got about 15 and a half actually. And then you can bundle it with a black keyboard for $600, or buy another keyboard like this red one for another $120, or you could get the 64 gigabyte version bundled with a keyboard for $700. And it comes on this great OS, in my opinion, for great productivity. You can just swipe from apps here to go from one to the other. And you can also put two apps side by side. And I'm going to get into a review of Windows 8 later, and Windows RT. But for now, this has been the Microsoft Surface for Windows RT review. Thanks.